today to talk to you about creating desire for what you truly want in your life. Do you find yourself wanting one thing but taking actions that aren't aligned with what you want at all? Let's say you want to lose weight and get back in shape, and you're eating an unhealthy bowl of ice cream and sitting on the sofa watching Netflix. Why is that? The problem is if your pleasure or desire is wrapped up in an unhealthy goal or unproductive behavior or habit, you are going to have a very difficult time creating what it is you truly want. We as human beings are driven to avoid the pain and pursue the pleasure. So in this video, I'll share with you 2 keys on how to start creating desire for what you truly want in your life. But before I do, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Wendy Johnson, a transformational life coach. I live in Indian Wells, California, and I empower women to overcome their challenges and design an intentional life they love on purpose with more joy, peace of mind, and well-being. So back to the problem. Why is creating desire for what you want such an important part of transformation? If your pleasure or desire is wrapped up in unhealthy habits or behaviors, it's going to be very difficult to create it as what you want. And human beings are designed and driven to avoid pain and pursue pleasure. So this leads us to the second question: what really creates desire and where does it come from? I looked up the definition of desire, and it's a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. To strongly wish for or want something. And it's a feeling. It's created, and our feelings are created from our thoughts. And our thoughts create our actions. So we have to look at our thinking. What is creating those feelings? For example, let's say you, again, the example at the beginning, that you want to get healthy and lose weight, but you have a deeper desire for sitting on the sofa and watching Netflix only. Your brain is saying, oh, but that show is so good and working out is hard. And honestly, I really don't like working out at night when I get home from work. I'm tired, I'm lazy, and I just want to sit. Now, of course, it's difficult for you to reach your goal if you switch your thought from I hate working out to I love working out. Your brain will say, no, that's not true. You're lying. Which leads us to question number 3. How do you start creating desire for the things you truly want in your life? Here's the solution, and I have 2 keys for you. Key number 1 is to use a thought ladder for what you want. Find the next better feeling thought for what you want to change. So you would change your I hate working out to I'm learning to love working out. Working out is going to serve me better, and I'll feel better, and I'll lose the weight, and I'll be stronger and healthier and happier because I'm not just sitting and wasting, letting my body deteriorate, and I am in pain. So what you want to do now is key number 2. You want to create a painful feeling for what you're changing. So ask the question, what's my life going to be like if I continue down the path of avoiding what's hard and continuing to do what's easy for me? And what's easy for me right now is just to sit and watch TV. And I want you to come up with a pain point of what would it cost you if you continue on this path for another year. If you want to lose weight, get healthier, or pay off debt, find the love of your life, get wealthier, or change your vocation, you need to create the pleasure thought and you need to create the pain thought. So what is the pain thought for just sitting and watching TV? Well, I'm not going to be very happy with myself a year from now, and I'll probably have excruciating back pain, and I'll probably weigh more. So that is the pain that you'll notice a year from now. So you're looking long term. This isn't a fast fix. And so whatever your desire is, I want you to think about what it is you want. What desire do you have that you're struggling with? And then what are you doing instead that's easy? And how could you create pain around the actions that you're taking on a consistent basis? They become a habit and they're an unhealthy habit. How can you tell yourself that if you continue to do that, that it's only going to give you harm and you're not helping yourself by getting healthier or wealthier? So let's use an example of another example. You want to get out of debt and you want to have more savings in the future, but you're a spender. You love to shop. And I can relate to this. So that's why I'm bringing it up. It's easy for me to spend and it's hard to save. So you start working for yourself and stop working against yourself. So you want to create your desire on purpose of how it's going to benefit you in the future if you begin saving, and then how is it going to cause you pain and suffering if you're spending too much and you're not saving for the future. So whatever it is for you, I would love to hear in the comments, what are you desiring and what pain are you coming up with to change the behavior or habit? So here's a recap. First, the definition: desire is a feeling of wanting something. And it's a feeling that is created by your thoughts. And your thoughts create your feelings. And your feelings create your actions. And I gave you 2 keys. Key number 1, use a thought ladder for what you want. Change the current thought to a better feeling thought, a thought that you will believe to be true. And key number 2, create a painful feeling for what you're trying to change. This way you won't be white-knuckling it and forcing yourself to change and getting down on yourself. And you'll begin to become more aware of the thoughts you're thinking around what you want and what you don't want. And you will learn to channel thoughts that are in alignment of your desires, and you'll reach your goals easier. And you'll finally end the struggle of getting that dream of losing the weight, getting healthier, making the money, paying off the debt, finding the love of your life, whatever it is. And I'll end with one of my favorite quotes by Napoleon Hill. All achievement begins with desire. So desire is one of the key elements to creating what you want. And before I go, I have a free guide for you. And it's to give you clarity and momentum on your dreams and goals. And it's the 10 principles to design a life you love. And you can grab your copy in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear from you. Until next week, here's to you and your success.